Hello Aries, welcome back to Ayatana Tarot channel. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today about what to know in your career and finance at this time. Alright, let's get right into it. One not shuffle. Okay, good. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, what else? Oof, that's a lot of cards, but the tower is at the top. Okay, let's take them. You know how we do it here. Okay, tower at the top of it. And then an extra message. Interesting. We've been getting a lot of extra messages in recent readings. An extra message for you, Aries, is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so let's see what came out for you. You have the Judgment card, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Five of Cups, Page of Cups, the Justice card in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, ooh, the Tower and the Emperor, as well as the extra message, the Queen of Cups. I want you to see that. Okay, Queen of Cups, you can see it. Great. All right, Aries, career and finance. Tower card, Ten of Swords, Justice card in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, Five of Cups also in reverse. Wow. Aries, this is quite a reading, because with the Ten of Pentacles showing up for you in reverse here, beneath the Ten of Swords, which is upright, beside the Tower card, this is great financial loss. This is an imbalance with the Justice card in reverse. And then the Tower card upright, your finances have been shit. And you have not been liking that with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups showing up for you. You have not been liking that your finances have been in shambles. I'm seeing here that you don't even trust your judgment. Even though the Judgment card is upright in this reading, it seems to me that you don't trust your judgment. You're questioning a lot of things. You're in a moment where you're questioning maybe even your career choice. You're in limbo, is what I'm sensing here. It's still you. You're still powerful with the Emperor card showing up for you. You're still in control, but you don't feel in control because everything is on its head. But I can see with the Five of Cups in reverse, you're ready to move on, and you are moving on, but it's a slow, it's very much slower pace, which is something you're not used to. I can see that the Wands card, no Wands card is showing up for you at this time. In this reading, there's no Wand card right here, which means that your fire is not as it should be. Your passion is not as it should be. Your drive is not as it should be. The absence of fire is not something that you're used to, and it's not something that is good for you, especially when you have water. It is a dampening of spirits. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse. There seems to be a lot of damping energy. There seems to be a lot of not knowing what to do, feeling out of sorts. You are definitely feeling out of sorts. And you are questioning your judgment. You don't know if you want to move ahead in this career anymore. You're questioning your reality. You're questioning your understanding of what life is. You're questioning your decision, you're questioning your investment. There has been a change in your life recently with the Tower card that seems to put things up in smoke. I know the Tower card here is not really like a fire card, but what I'm sensing here is that things are up in smoke. So even the little bit of fire that is still present in your life is up in smoke. And I'm looking at this Tower card here. It's looking like Lot's wife. You know the story in the Bible where Lot was told to leave a town because that was the only way he would be saved. And Lot's wife looked back. She kept looking back, and because she kept looking back, she was turned to a pillar of salt. When you look at that story, the lesson is trying to convey, the message is trying to convey is do not look back. Because if you look back rather than look forward, you won't be able to move ahead. You'll be stuck in the past and you'll become useless. So I know this is a tower. This is basically an anthill the star card here is an anthill that is illustrated, but what I'm seeing here is a pillar of salt. So what has destabilized you is making you one of the powers that is drawing to continuously or continually destabilize you is the power of regret, is the power of reflecting on the past constantly and just never getting out of that phase, which again I would say it's your emotions. The Queen of Cups energy, Page of Cups energy, Five of Cups energy, your emotions. You're being driven by your emotions. Your emotions is driving you. You are in this phase where you are ready to give up. You're just tired. I can see with the Ten of Swords, you're just ready to give up. But the thing is that rather than give up, rather than stay stuck in the past, rather than look at the past, rather than look at what is not working in the present and making decisions based on your emotions, why not just look ahead? Because you can see in the Ten of Swords card why the bird here is stabbed to death, really, with the sword, right? There's still like about 4-5 birds in the sky making their escape, making their way into the horizon and being free. So yes, the Ten of Swords card is showing that you are out of sorts, it's especially with the Justice card in reverse, but there's freedom for you if you stop being emotional. I know you don't like to hear people tell you what to do, and I know you don't like things happening beyond what you expect. Yes, but you need to stop being so emotional. I know also that you don't come off as emotional a lot of the times, but you are, especially now at this time. Yes, it didn't work out. Yes, it didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. But so what? So fucking what? Just move on. Just get rid of the mindset. I know it's not a mindset thing. I know it's a reality for you, because if it's about your mindset, you're very much in control about your desires, your wants, your mind. You're very much in control, but there are a lot of things that have happened outside of yourself, outside of your mind, that is affecting your mind. So it feels like you cannot be in control. You feel so out of control. And with the Ten of Swords energy, especially with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, your finances are drained. Your supply is dry. My goodness. Wow. Maybe you're in debt. Maybe this is the longest you've been without money. But there's a message here for you telling you to move on. The Ten of Swords, you can see the birds flying away. Yes, a pigeon in this illustration is dead, but there are many pigeons making their escape. So you can make your escape too. You can metamorphose, you can reinvent. What has died, but there are many things still alive. There's still many parts of you that are alive that can help you reinvent, that can help you think. Again, I'm seeing a constant thing between the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords, because with the Five of Cups as well, you can see the beaver here. You can see that one of the, let me put it up right so you can see it actually properly. You can see that one of the animals in the illustration is dead, but the other one is alive and making the escape, right? Also with the Ten of Swords, there's one of the animal, the bird, his pigeon is dead, but there's several making the escape. So the common theme between these two, which are side by side next to each other, even though one is air, one is water, the common theme between these two is make your escape. You can move on. What has died has died. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no way you can change the past, but there's a lot of ways that you can change the future by ensuring that your present is better. This is why you are told to stop looking at the past. Stop looking at the past so that you do not turn into the pillar of salt. Stop looking at what could have been, what you could have done better. Yes, the finances dried up. Yes, things did not turn out the way they were supposed to. Yes, it seems like the structure just got damaged. It feels like the Tower, because when you see the Tower card, it's like there's a kind of change that has occurred, but not necessarily for good. Sometimes for good, but most times it's just that a structure that you were relying on, a thing that you were relying on, the stability, the strength just went topsy-turvy. And you're being told here that even though you felt imbalanced with the Justice card, you felt out of sorts out of sorts with the Ten of Swords card, out of resources with the Ten of Pentacles card in reverse, and the Tower card just turning everything on its head. There are ways that you can move and get the best of what you need, and one of these ways is to move on. With the Judgment card, you're moving. With the Emperor card, you're in control. With the King of Cups card, the Queen of Cups card, you are ensuring that you are getting control of your emotions, getting control of your state of mind. And with the Page of Cups card, you are reinventing the wheel so that you're able to renew yourself, renew your mind, and get further advancement. It means that the solution to your problem, the financial loss, the confusion, the being out of sort, the solution to this is to move on, is to do things differently. Stop looking at the past. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling on what could have been, what might have been, how you could have gotten it, how you could have been better off if you had made this step or that step. By dwelling on the past, by constantly thinking of what you should have done better, you are draining yourself of energy. You are draining yourself of inspiration. Maybe you've been struggling with getting inspired. Maybe you've been struggling with creating something. This is one of the reasons that's happening, because you're thinking too hard on what you can do, so you're not able to see the way forward, because you're dwelling on the things, on the past, you're dwelling on the previous, you're dwelling on things that have happened. That is why you can't see the way forward. That's why you can't see clearly. The Ten of Swords here says your supply is always flowing and growing. That's who you are. That's the type of person you are. But to stay within its flow, you have to move as it moves and go where it flows. Staying away from the flow means certain pain and hardships. You don't want to be in hardship. You don't want to keep re-experiencing hardship. You don't want to keep experiencing hardship in any way, any form. And the way to do this is to just move on. But okay, let's see what the cards have to say about you moving on. Or let's see why this is happening. Okay, I have a new set of oracle cards, and they're pretty on the nose when it comes to things like this. So let's just see what and why this is happening. Okay, one card has flipped out. Let me ask another question. Why is this happening to Aries at this time about their career and finance, where it seems to be that they're having financial loss and feeling out of sorts? Okay. All right, so we have yet another card. Let's see the first one that popped out. It says it wants you to trust the process, to let you trust the process. Okay, the second one comes out and says what? Because you're ready for a new chapter. Because you're ready for a new chapter, Aries. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to let go of those past friends that you're dwelling on, you're thinking too much about. It's time to let go of that past relationship that didn't work out. It's time to let go of the familiar relationships that you had to move on from. It's time to let go of that job that wasn't working. And I know that you have let go of these things. They're no longer in your life, but you are dwelling. You're still thinking too much about it. So you need to stop thinking about it, because what happened with Lot's wife wasn't her being in that place. She had left the city, she had left the town. She was already on her way to the next town. She was already on her way with her family to the next place. But what dragged her down, what turned her to a pillar of salt, was her thought. She kept thinking about the place she had just left. She kept focusing her mind on the past. She kept focusing her mind on the previous town rather than looking forward to the next town, rather than looking forward to the next thing, rather than looking forward with excitement. Even apprehension would have been good in this case rather than regret. It's not good to be apprehensive, but it would have been a better mindset-wise than regret, than sorrow. about what she had left behind. Because what she had left behind at the end of the day, because her mind just kept dwelling on that place, she wasn't physically there. So she had let go of the place. She had left the place. Physically, she had left the place, but emotionally, she was still deeply connected. And because she was deeply connected to that place, emotionally, it still had power over her. So Aries, there are things that are happening to you that are drowning you and draining you of energy, not because they're still present in your life, but because you are still emotionally connected to it. You need to stop dwelling on the past. You need to trust the process to let you get to the next chapter. You're ready, you're too ready for the next chapter. You're over ready for the next chapter, but you need to move on. You need to stop emotionally being connected to things that have died. You need to let what has died die, because that is the only way you can get to this new chapter of your life. This is a whole new book. It's a new chapter in a new book. It's not the same characters. You're still the main character, but it's not the same character. It's a whole new book series. It's a whole new set of plot. It's a whole new set of world. It's a whole new set of magic skills. It's a whole new set of life. It's a whole new set of love interests. It's a whole new set of people. It's a whole new set of family. This time around, it's going to be found family. But how would you experience it if you are still emotionally attached, if you're still emotionally attached and connected to the things that are no longer in your life or the things that need to die off? You got to trust the process. Maybe this is why you're feeling out of sorts, because you're not letting yourself leave. You're holding so much to the past. You want to be certain of the future, and the need for certainty is making you hold on to the strings of the past. And because you can see that the past is gone, you can see that things are not working with the same energy of the past, you can see that you're experiencing that. It's making you doubt your reality. It's making you doubt your present self. You have changed. You have really, truly changed. Everything about you now is not the same with the way you used to be. Yes, Aries. Everything about what your life is now is based off of the fact that you have changed. You're no longer the way you were 5, 4, 2, 3, 10, 15, 30 years ago. But you're holding on and lingering on memories that should no longer be in your memory bank, because those memories are triggering a response that is making you feel like you are in a constant flight or fear mode. It's keeping you stunted. It's keeping you small. It's turning you upside down, Aries. And this necessary change, because the Tower also denotes necessary change. This necessary change is coming because there are doors that are waiting for you to step into them. There are rooms that are waiting for you to come in. There are people's lives you're about to change for the better just because you are in relations with them. The Emperor card is you, Aries. That's you. That's your card. And this message is telling you strongly that you might be experiencing financial loss at this time, confusion at this time, not knowing the next step, not knowing what to do in your career, not knowing where to go, who to meet. But this is temporary. All of this is happening, and you need to trust the process because it's taking you to a new chapter of your life. Some of you are moving houses, some of you are changing jobs, some of you are doing a whole career overhaul. Let's see what this new chapter is. What's this new chapter that Aries? Oof, okay, cards are wanting to come out. The King of Swords energy. You're going to have clarity of mind. You're going to soar. Oh my God, you're going to enjoy this new chapter. Because this is where you're meant to be. This new chapter is what you have been primed for. This is what you have been ready for. This is where your ability really thrives. And this is why you are told to let go of the distractions. This is why you're told to let go of the past. This is why you're told to stop being emotionally attached to memories of the past, being emotionally attached to things of the past. You need to let go of what has died so that you're able to have clarity of mind in order to take advantage, have control over your new life. You're the ego, King of Swords. You're the ego, untouchable, unreachable. And you get the unattainable. You get what you want. You're deliberate. This is forming you. This whole scenario of financial loss, of confusion, emotional instability, this whole scenario has happened because it's shaping you up, it's sharpening you for the position that you're about to acquire, that you're about to attain, that you're about to be in. And the King of Swords says, have you ever noticed the higher you get, the less there is? Less oxygen, less noise, less greenery, fewer distractions, pretty much less of everything. Yet somehow, up here, above the collection of shiny things, the height gives one space to commune with all things, to strip away that which is of little or no importance, and shift the focus on what one really needs to thrive in this world of busy, filled up space and time. Yes, the higher you go, the less there is. But in this lack of things, the true wealth of your divine self will be revealed. The eagle soars above the distractions to gain clarity and perspective. This is embodying the ability to rise above the noise, focus on what truly matters, and make decisions with precision and purpose from a place of mental clarity. So you see the noise, the confusion, the discombobulated mind, the pain of the past, that's just your mind tricking you. It's mind tricks, it's mind games. And these mind games and tricks are happening because you're thinking of the past. So let's see how you can move forward to the future and how you can enjoy your present self in order to prepare for what is to come in the future. All right. Okay, this guy wants to speak to you. Ooh, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Butterfly. Look at King of Wands. Finally, the fire is coming out. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. In relation with the 9 of Cups. So I'm going to pull out the King of Wands card that showed up. I'm going to place it here so that we are able to see it. You see that your fire has come out. So the way to go forward, what you know the future has in store for you, how to enjoy your present, how to move on, is to know that there are good things on the way. It's to be the opposite of Lot's wife and look to where you're going and know that the new town, the new place, the new job, the new person, the new friend, the new found family is good. You're going to have fun. So you should look towards it with excitement, anticipation. There's a lot to behold because you will become your full self again. You become this butterfly, beautiful butterfly, where everything, 9 of Cups, everything is aligned. So yes, the 5 of Cups might have been in reverse. Things might have turned on its head. And maybe you did have financial loss with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 10 of Swords showing up for you. Yes, you might have been in all over your head and being so emotionally driven with the Queen of Cups energy and the Page of Cups energy showing up for you. But what this 9 of Cups energy shows to you is that if you will just look at the future with anticipation, you look at that next place that you're going to, that next thing that you're doing, that next project, the inspiration will come. Your enjoyment is here if you would just trust the process, if you would just know that things are working out for you, that the world, the universe loves you, people love you, you have the right people in your corner. If you would just know that things will just right itself even without you needing to do anything other than believe, everything will work out well. The King of Wands energy. See, you have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. This is your energy, baby. The 9 of Cups basically says the art of transformation is never a pretty one. It is painful, chaotic, and very messy. Going through these changes means knowing how to surrender to who you used to be. Once this period is over, you will never be the same again. Nine of Cups asks you to think about leaving behind your old self and making journey to your new self. This period of transition won't be easy, but have faith. This is exactly what needs to happen for your expansion and growth. Do you see how it wraps up what I've been saying? That there's a reason why all of this pain, all of this turmoil, all of this feeling out of sorts, out of order, feeling imbalanced, why all of this is happening is that there are things that you need to share. There are things that have been shared from you that you have let go of, but you need to stop being attached to emotionally so that they are still not connected to you. This is a period of transformation with the King of Swords showing up for you here. It tells you that once you transform, which the Tower card signifies, once you transform, once you change, and get into that level of surety with the King of Wands and the King of Swords showing up for you at the same time, you are able to be on the other side and you tap into your goodness. You be the opposite of Lot's wife. You will not turn to a pillar of salt. You'll be complete. You will get to your destination completely. While you're on the journey to your destination, you will not regret. You will not look back. You will not think of the past. You will not be emotionally attached to the things that used to be, because now you're looking and anticipating about the things that will be, and you're enjoying the transition moment. You're enjoying the transformation period. Yes, it's tasking, because leaving the comfort of your home, moving out in the dead of the night or at a secret time when nobody else is with you other than your family, other than maybe yourself. It can be hard climbing those mountains. The King of Swords, the eagle, right? It can be hard going to where the hair is limited, where the greenery is limited, where everything feels like just a bag of limitations, where everything just feels stringent. Yes, it can be tough. Yes, it can be hard. But this is a necessary moment, and you must do it right. You must trust the process, because it's a process to go from a cocoon to a butterfly. And you must trust the process, because the process is bringing you in a chapter that is good for you, that you must tap into. But the way at which you are in the process also determines the way the result of the process will be like for you. You are not going to turn into a pillar of salt. You are not going to become dead. You're going to live. You're going to turn to a butterfly, because both are transformation. Both are transformational, right? Because it's while you're in the process that you either turn to a pillar of salt or you turn to the butterfly. But you want to be the butterfly, and the way to be the butterfly, the way to enjoy the results, the way to get excellent results by the time you get to the new town, by the time you get to the new place, by the time you get to the new career, by the time you get financial increase, by the time it comes, you should be ready to get it in the best way possible. And the best way possible is to ensure that your mind no longer dwells on what could have been. Your mind dwells on what is, what will be, and it shapes it up to bring good results for you. So let's see what the tea leaves have to say. Yes, like I told you, I got several new cards, and one of it is a tea leaf. Let's see what the tea leaves have to say to you at this time about your career. Oof. Okay, a couple cards fell out, but I'm going to shuffle again. So we have maybe one or two cards. Let's see what they have to tell you about your career and finance at this time. Okay, one has come out and two has come out. Okay, and I'm going to take this one at the top that just seems to want to talk to you, and yet another one. So that's it. All right, let's see what this tea leaves card have to say to you. There's one that went off camera. I'm going to take it. This one says broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Like I told you, there's some things you need to be parted from and ensure that you're actually parted from, right? And okay, this one says good fish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Do you see? Once you part ways from the things that I don't want to work in, once you part ways from the past, once you actually emotionally detach from the things that you should let go of, you have spiritual and financial, material growth, material wealth, spiritual growth, spiritual wealth, and also career and because material growth can be in terms of finance, can be in terms of career as well. So yeah. And okay, let's see what the other card says. Ooh, 3, affairs with your family. I did say that you would probably get a found family situation. And also, you remember the story about Lot's wife moving with our family to a new place. So this might also be speaking on that. Because when I was talking about, I was just giving an example to give you an understanding of what the message was saying to you. But also, this might be related to your family. So part of the dissociation, part of the letting go might have to do with letting go of your family in order to create a new family or create a found family. Yes, that could be it. Let's see the other one. Oh, shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Also the warning saying, how do you want the future to be? How do you want the results to be? The results can be either turning into a pillar of salt or turning into a butterfly. So you need to take care of your mind, you need to take care of yourself, you need to take care of your emotional state of mind and being, so that you're able to tap into the new chapter by taking and receiving the best results of it. Because at the same time as you have the shark, you have the goldfish. So it's telling you that you are very much in control, and it is your actions that determine the results of your situation, of your life, of your present time, and your future self as well. So you're either gonna get the goldfish or you're gonna get the shark, and nobody wants to get the shark, nobody wants to get the loss, nobody wants to get material loss, spiritual loss, or any kind of loss, right? So you have to be very mindful, you have to put your mind in order for you to get increase in material wealth and or spiritual growth. So this has been your reading for you, Aries, about what to know in your career and finance at this time. Thank you for watching Oyetana Tarot channel. I will see you in the next video.